welcome to Fight Night Radio. Lee Honish, Andrew Lobshay, Miguel Antonio Barragon, bringing you your betting show. It'll be quick, it'll be brief, coming to you live from Destiny Health and MMA. Where exactly are we?
We are on the major cross street.
I might want to be a little aggressive with the mic. And down here.
We are Destiny MMA, which is a jiu-jitsu gym up here in North Las Vegas, to be in particular. Rancho and Craig are the major cross streets of Destiny MMA. Make sure to check it out.
There you go. We are here to talk about how to bet on tonight's show. Sorry for the video correction. I'm mic closer to Miguel since he just used to talk out loud. Not a loud guy. All right. Joining us on the line via remote is Andrew Lobshay, and we're going to talk betting. And Andrew can see that there are kids behind us who are all in good behavior, which probably means a really good show, Andrew.
Yeah, I can't really see the kids anymore. I don't know what happened to the screen. The screen's gone. So how you guys doing, man?
We can put you on the screen here. Hold on. We can. There you go. There you go, Andrew. There's the kids. Just for you.
All right, glad there it is. Very nice.
That was hilarious if that showed up on the video. So we're here to talk about the betting show, get it out of the way. We're going to do it on Wednesday, but fortunately I can be here at A. Yegan's gym, the Filipino Flash, former MMA, UFC fighter. All right, check him out online. Go to Destiny MMA. It's literally the best family gym out there. It's where I train when I'm in town. All right, cool. Crawford Porter. There's nothing else to talk about on the card, Andrew. I listened to the under conference and the press conference and everything. What's your takeaway from the week?
For the main event?
Yeah. Anything. It's Friday.
Well,
whatever you about, Andrew.
Come on. Look, it looked like Terence Crawford was in the zone. It looked like Shawn Porter was in his PBC mode. It's always friends and handshakes and everything with the PBC, and it just looked like Terence Crawford wanted none of that today. So can't be more excited than I am right now for this fight. It's been a while since I've had a feeling like this for the fight. You know, Porter always brings it. Terence Crawford absolutely, like, if you're going off the look, Terence Crawford looked like he's the guy you don't want to meet in the back alley right now. And so, I mean, it should just be a hell of a fight. I know Porter, he really doesn't need the edge to make it an exciting fight. Porter is all athlete. He just comes in there and delivers. So the fact that he wasn't on edge, I'm not really worried about the fight, the dynamics that they're going to give us in the ring. Porter's going to bring it, and it just looked like Crawford's ready. Crawford's never been in a bigger moment than he is tomorrow night.
All right. We actually have a lot of news to update everybody on, but we're going to save it until Sunday because that would probably take an hour to go over everything Andrew had revealed to me the other night via text. Do you want to give a teaser about whatever it is that the two of you were into the other night?
No, we'll wait until we got a better connection. No, it's all about Canelo, right? Canelo's trying to steal the show, but we shouldn't allow it. This time is about Crawford Porter. We'll talk about Canelo on Sunday.
All right, fair enough. What did you see from the press conference / weigh-in, which meant nothing to me?
Well, I mean, pretty much piggybacking what Andrew was saying, it looked like Crawford was in the zone. Like he was the last person to turn away. When they were doing the face-off after the weigh-in, it was all smiles, which is kind of generally, I mean, I guess you can call it the PBC thing, but it's really like a Shawn Porter thing. He's generally all smiles anyway, right? He seemed to have no problem making the weight. It didn't look like he depleted himself at all. He seems like he was like in tip-top shape. Crawford, on the other hand, I don't know, maybe it was just me. Maybe I was just looking for something, but it appeared as though his eyes were just a little sunken in, like he kind of struggled to make 147. His cheekbones always look very sharp anyway when it comes to weigh-in time, so that wasn't too too different, but it did kind of seem like his eyes were a little sunken in, almost like he kind of tried a little too hard. It didn't seem as though he struggled, at least like on the scale. When he hopped on there, the first time he did it, he got 146.4, 146.6. So I forgot which one was which, but he did struggle on the first, try. But something about that, and of course he did look on cue. Like as soon as they did posed off, he was the last person to turn away. No smiles. As soon as they were done doing the, the handshake or the dap or whatever, he went off stage and he's like, fuck this, I'm done. Time to get ready for the fight. So it looks as though Crawford is way more ready. However, that did kind of worry me a little bit. It did look like kind of.
You guys?
Which would have been hilarious.
Okay, you're
Hi,
back.
Andrew. Yeah,
You're back.
Yeah, we're here.
One thing I would add to Miguel's. What I would add to Miguel's observation on Terence Crawford. Am I here?
Do you know what he would add?
Hello? Man, this is bullshit. Hello?
Yeah, we're here listening to you.
Good.
All right. The only thing that I would add to that is, did you notice how interested Terence Crawford was on the reading of the scale? It was almost like he didn't know if he made weight. Did you catch that?
Yes. There was a brief moment where everybody was kind of quiet for a second, and he kind of looked down, and he looked up, and he looked down, and he kept looking down. Yes, I did catch that.
Yeah, so that could play into your seeing that it looked like he might have stressed to make weight on this one. I did notice that it looked like he was pretty interested in that 147 limit.
Yeah, there was a slight bit of concern. I mean, I don't know if you want to call it that, but again, it was just really more so his eyes. They just looked sunken in, and you can tell when someone really depletes himself. And he was on there, and he made it on the first try. So I would lean towards maybe he struggled a lot more if he missed the first time and then went to try it way in a second time. But he got around the money the first time, so I was like, oh crap, maybe it's just me. Maybe he's not really looking that way. But that what you just mentioned, Andrew, the way he just kind of like looked down at the scale and I was like staring at the scale for a solid minute, it seemed as though he might have struggled.
All right. Let's do this and end this farce of whatever this show became in an attempt to meet planning in the future so it never happens again. We're going to give you 5 opinions on how to bet the fight. If you're asking the group on who you should probably listen to the most, it's going to be me. So I'll go last as always. So we'll do 2 real fighting reporters, 1 glorified idiot. Well, Killian's here, so that's another glorified idiot. But Eddie's a real fighter, so we might get something interesting out of Eddie. So Andrew, as always, since it's your show and you wrote this and this was all your idea and that's why it sucks.
Yeah.
Well, plus you have to go to something for your daughter that you don't even know what you're going to, which I just keep loving every minute, Andrew. I'm
doing a report. There's going to be a report done tonight, Lee. I will know after tonight.
On Sunday, I expect the full report of what her presentation was, which is hilarious. All right.
That's right.
So here we go. 5 opinions on how to bet the fight. If you're asking everybody in the group who you should probably listen to, I'll go last. And I'll tell you what's going to happen. And you're not going to like my answer. So Andrew Labouche, this is Fight Net Radio's Your Baby. How do you see the fight turning out?
Look, I'm going to stay safe again, and I'm going to take Terence Crawford by unanimous decision. But I would like to know what the knockout is for this fight. I wish we had the betting slip on this one. And I'll tell you,
nobody's getting knocked out.
I'll tell you the reason why. Shawn Porter is a very sloppy fighter, He walks into a lot of punches. Spence was able to pick him apart. It was an exciting fight in the fact that Porter never stopped coming forward, but he was able to get broken down by Spence, and he didn't. His defense isn't the best. Terence Crawford's one of the best finishers in the sport when he gets his opponents hurt. So if the knockout was good enough, I would gamble a little and put this either on the would it go 12 or look at Terence Crawford to win in the lane. If they're not giving good on the knockout, then you gotta just go with the straight up unanimous decision. Either way, I think Crawford all day tomorrow night.
All right. Which takes us to Miguel Antonio Barragan. Secretly, quietly, really.
He writes all this subversive jokes.
Sure. All right. So I kind of went back and forth. I've gone back and forth on this a couple times already. So to touch on what Andrew was saying earlier, Porter's sloppy as hell, right? We know this, and he gets hit. He comes in with his head, and he gets hit. If I recall correctly, he's only been dropped 2 times in his entire career. One by Adrian Broner late in their fight, and then one by Spence, both by the left hand. If I'm not mistaken, I want to say it was Adrian went in with a jumping left hook that dropped him, and then it was the left hook also from Spence that dropped Porter. So considering that Crawford can switch back and forth from like to southpaw, I would not be surprised if he does that frequently throughout the fight to confuse Porter. And I wouldn't be surprised if he can actually finish Porter. I know that sounds crazy, and maybe I'm going out on a limb here, but I think he can actually finish Porter, especially later on in the fight. He's going to confuse him. He's going to hit him. Everybody says this, and Max Kellerman said this hella times. Crawford has that dog in him, right? That mean streak in him, right? Every time he wants to hurt you, he'll fucking do it. He looked like he was 100% serious the way in. I feel like he wants to finish this fight to make a statement, to be like, look, I can whoop these PBC guys' ass.
Okay. All right, let's call a reliever from the bullpen. Let's bring in Killian. It's too much of a pie to do boxing with children. Look right into that camera.
Yeah.
Andrew's on the line.
What's up, Andrew?
Andrew, Killian, Andrew.
Killian.
Who's going to win tomorrow night?
I don't know.
Who's in the fight tomorrow night?
I don't even know who's fighting.
Good job. Good job. Put him back in the bullpen. Eddie Yegan, the Filipino Flash. Step right up. Our professional fighter is now entered the room. Eddie Yegan, we're at his facility. Everybody come to Destiny MMA. Boxing night.
Check us out, guys.
Say you saw it on Fight Net Radio, and we'll all be shocked. Okay. Tomorrow night.
All right.
Who you picking?
The Irish guy.
Wow. Do you realize there's no Irish guy in the fight at all, Killian?
Wait, I don't even know his fight.
Back to the bench for you. All right, what if I said the return of Misha Tate? How do you feel about that?
Oh, really?
Yeah, she's fighting tomorrow night for the first time in 2 years.
She fight.
Yeah. No, but
the Vieira,
I
forgot.
yeah, I'm pretty sure you
Brazilian
put me together to beat her.
Oh,
It's not
she
it's
lost.
Crawford Porter tomorrow night.
Oh, okay.
Coach,
Porter or Poirier? Poirier?
hold on. Let's go a different direction. Who's going to win tomorrow night, Coach? We'll get to. Oh shit! And it's a boxing class, people. Crawford Porter. What do you like? Just pick one randomly so it looks cool at this point. I feel like I'm doing a lot of editing on this episode.
Well, when you put it like that, definitely Crawford first.
Of course. I like that. Thank you, Coach. All right. I know you guys all come to me to know what the answer is. I'm going to tell you what the answer is. It's going to be a dull-ass fight. Porter's going to clutch and grab the same way I would do it because Crawford's too good for him because Crawford is the real deal. This is going to go the decision. It's going to be an extremely boring 10-2 round fight.
Oh.
And you're all going to hate it. 100%.
I don't want to watch this fight.
We're going to have lots. I promise. I think it steaks. Yeah, no. I'm really doing it up tomorrow night. And Fred's in town too. Like it's a big night. I thought about live streaming it, but the fight is so bad on paper because Porter's in it that I'm not really excited about it. Did I cover it for you, Andrew? Is that a good enough Fight Net radio for everybody? Did I already lose Andrew?
No, it's still there.
Andrew?
Did we lose him? 2 and 3?
Doesn't matter. I've got enough for a show. Oh, there you are. Andrew, any final words?
Sure he's there?
No, it's his connection that I've been watching. All right, everybody. Come to Destiny Health and MMA. Check them out online. You can find them easily. It's where I train when I'm in town. Boxing on Friday. We have kickboxing during the week.
Mondays gi, Tuesdays no gi, Wednesdays Muay Thai kickboxing, Thursdays MMA. We put everything together.
Are we going to have
Friday
open
is
roll
basic
tomorrow?
boxing. Yes.
There's going to be open roll.
Yes.
I'll be here for open roll tomorrow. So if you're watching this tonight and you want to come for open roll and beat me on a show, which seems to be really a thing in my life, come on down and
Get in line.
Get in line, real well. We'd like to put a gi on you. I'll pay.